This is why I'm going to make more of the autumn dessert recipes than making for the pumpkin cheesecake. The first thing, I preheat my oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to make sure the oven will be nice and hot. You're going to take 10-inch springform pan. You want to spray it with nonstick cooking spray. Wrap the bottom plate very tightly with some parchment paper. Lock the edge of the pan, then spray it again. Always remember to wrap the aluminum foil from the bottom of the pan. That way it doesn't get steep. We're going to start with the Graham Cracker Crust. You're going to need about 1 4 cups of honey or original graham crackers. I'm using about the cinnamon graham crackers. You're going to ground it. I usually grind into a food processor. You're going to need about 9 or 10. I'm going to sprinkle 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. I did for the odd count to pulsing those from the graham crackers. Now into this one, I'm going to use about here with 5 tablespoons of melted butter. Just gonna keep stirring all the way around until you get a coarse, wet sand. Just coarse and wet sand. Let's put this into the springform pan. I'm gonna spread it right over the bottom. You got to firmly pack it down. There we go, guys. All firmly packed down the bottom. If I got to mention for these, if you don't have, or if you can't find from the graham crackers, or if you never had that before, you can also substitute with the digestive biscuit, or evenly you can also try with the ginger snap cookies. So we're going to pop this in the oven to toast it for 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll see how that goes with. And I can see the crust is already done after 10 minutes. I just already took it out from the oven, and I set it aside for momentarily. Moving on for the cheesecake batter. I already put 3 8-ounce packages of Philadelphia original cream cheese brought to room temperature. Into that, I'm going to plop about here 3/4 cup of firmly packed light brown sugar. I'm just going to beat that really smooth. I like to put 2 tablespoons of cornstarch to thicken the cheesecake batter stays well. Just want to keep going. I'm putting 3 large eggs, half that room temperature. I'm going to beat it one at a time. I'm going to pour a half a cup of heavy cream. Just keep whirling around. I'm going to plop these 4 15-ounce can of Libby's 100% pure pumpkin. Do not use pumpkin pie mix. Make sure to read it on the back of the can that tells you it has to be for a solid pack. I'm going to keep whirling around. I'm going to quickly put in a 4 teaspoons of kosher salt. I'm putting 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. And finally, 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Keep one last whirl. Look at all those orangey colors. Always have to make sure they're scraping down the sides and the bottom occasionally. So for the first assembly, you can go ahead, pour this batter right over to the graham cracker crust. We got the batter just poured in. You can evenly shake it around just a little bit. You want to return it back in the oven for 1 hour and 20 to 30 minutes in the middle of the rack until firm and lightly brown on top, but be careful not to overbake. Don't forget to place the large baking pan of boiling water with halfway through underneath the cheesecake because that allows the steam. This is it. After it's about 1 hour and 20 to 30 minutes, I just took it out of the oven here. And the next part, I decided I'm going to turn this off from the oven because don't want to get cooked too long. Like I did turning off the oven. I'm just going to cool this in the oven. I'm going to slide it back in. You want to leave the oven door open just a little bit. I'm going to use with the wooden spoon to hold the oven door. That helps the cheesecake from overcracking. You want to let that rest for 2 hours. Once after 2 hours, we're going to take it out and put it onto room temperature for later. It looks just perfect. There's no crack inside with the cheesecake. So after it's resting for 2 hours in the oven while it's still hot, and I just took it out from the oven that I'm removing from the roasting pan, that I just pour the water out of the roasting pan that goes in the sink. What I like to do, you can feel that the pan is not even hot enough, but it looks okay. I'm going to cover with some plastic wrap really tight, and I'm going to refrigerate to chill for 3 hours. Or to speed up the process, you can go ahead to put it in the freezer for actually about 30 or 40 minutes or so. And I'm going to see how that goes with. But don't worry, it's not going to get solid, but that works really quick. Here we go. I guess it's 30 minutes in the freezer that I just took it out. I did for the off camera that I covered loosely with some plastic wrap. I already removed the edge of the springform pan. I'm probably sure to get to lift it over after I just run it out with a butter knife. And I transfer it onto a cooling rack, get ready to assemble for those cheesecake. And when I have these pie, I'm going to use the one with a Cool Whip, and also having for this candy pumpkins, I'm going to use the Bratches Mother Creme Pumpkins Candy artificial flavor. And I'm going to decorate with these with a little bit of the pecan hops. Now for the second assembly, here's the fun part. I'm going to spread with a Cool Whip right on top. Has been after chill. You can go ahead, just spread it all the way. This might be a good amount for those Cool Whip. I'm getting a little dusty for remaining of the pumpkin pie spice. I like to use a little pinch with my fingers to sprinkle all the way. Doesn't make it look pretty, or hopefully it sure does. I'm going to also stick it with the pecan hops right in the middle. And lastly, I'm going to go around the edges of the candy pumpkin. I can smell like marshmallows inside of the candy pumpkin. All done. Look at how gorgeous it was. And here's the finished homemade pumpkin cheesecake. Perfect for your Halloween, or you can do that for every Thanksgiving. If you're interested for more recipes, write down in the comments below if you want to see something. Make sure to be always watch for sharings. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for everyone. As always, happy autumn. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Worldwide Campus News and Entertainment. Then ring the bell to see all notifications about the new videos and the latest video.